Happy Saturday to you. I'm King 5 meteorologist Ashley Ruiz, taking a deeper dive into the forecast because we have big changes up ahead. Today's going to be one of the coolest days of the next 7 at least. So morning clouds, it's a little murky out there to start our day, but clouds are starting to break up a good bit. These are low clouds. Above these low clouds, we generally have sunny skies. As for the high today, 70s for most, but 80s will start to return Sunday, but that's just the start of it. Our temperatures are going way up. Most of us seeing the peak heating, the hottest temperatures on Tuesday, maybe into Wednesday. And with us drying out, heating up, and we have dry fuels in place, and because of the lightning we had earlier in the week, that is going to enhance our fire danger next week. So that's going to be something we have to watch out for on top of the hot temperatures. What's going on east of the Cascades? We have ongoing wildfires. We have poor visibility because of some of that dense wildfire smoke. And we have yet another red flag warning in place for the Waterville Plateau and the Colville Reservation. That's starting this afternoon through the evening. You see for areas shaded in the pink. And wind, some gusty winds coming out of the west, and low humidity could lead to rapid fire spread. So that's going to be something we're watching out for. I wanted to show you the GOES satellite just to show you the very stark difference of what we're dealing with. West of the Cascades, generally low clouds, and then east of the Cascades, especially over eastern Washington, northern Washington, and into Oregon. All of this light color, you see it's very feathery, if you will. Those are not clouds. That's wildfire smoke. And you see it's going all the way into Canada, moving into Idaho. The ones over Oregon, the wildfire smoke is lifting into southern Washington, southeastern Washington. So there is an air quality alert in place for portions of eastern Washington, including Spokane, and then up into Idaho as well. That's where we'll have some very dangerous air quality conditions. Even if it's just some drops in air quality, it's still going to be dangerously, again, the low visibility, and then for those who are sensitive to wildfire smoke or any pollutants, so anyone who has asthma or any underlying conditions. So be sure to check the forecast. As for wildfire smoke on this side of the Cascade, so what you're seeing here, the light blue, that's indicating maybe some haze or some very light smoke. Most of this is aloft, so up in the sky. But eastern Washington, you see those very bright pops of the oranges, the reds, and the purples. That's indicating the dense wildfire smoke. Now, next week, we could get a push of some of the wildfire smoke coming in from Canada. The model does not go out that far to show if it will move into western Washington, but that will be something we'll watch out for. At least some high elevation wildfire smoke, perhaps giving the sky that hazy look. For Monday, we'll also have high clouds moving in from the south, which I'll show you on the Futurecast. But again, no kidding, Tuesday's going to be the hottest day. And I went a little more on the lower side of model guidance. Tuesday, near 90 here in Seattle. Wednesday, similar, except maybe a degree or so cooler, perhaps. And then Thursday and Friday, still some uncertainty with what a system may do once it moves up the west coast. So once again, I'll show you. Let's take you up to Paradise, Mount Rainier National Park. You see still some of those low clouds, but above that we have peaks of blue. Down below, you can't see the mountain, not right now. Those low clouds, very stubborn this morning, but we are already seeing some sun breaks up in Snohomish County, and looking from our Everett camera, a little breezy there. As for temperatures, 60s closer to the coast, interior areas generally in the 70s, so comfortable, near normal. East of the Cascades, 80s and 90s. A lot of watch parties going on here in Seattle and just our surrounding areas for the bronze. So the World Cup's not technically over just yet, even for today. So France versus England, going to be nice for watch parties out on the patios. And if you're going to T-Mobile Park, perhaps. The Giants at Mariners, going to first pitch is at 5:08 this afternoon, and once again going to be comfortable for that. The roof roof will be open if you're going to the Tacoma Rainiers game. First pitch 6:05. We'll have partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the 70s. So once again, going to be rather comfortable, especially if you compare it to the coming days. Highs tomorrow, again, we'll start to see more 80s out there, lower and maybe mid 80s for some of our hottest spots. The coast upper 60s to about 70, and then east of the Cascades 90s. And the big game, so the final, the Spain versus Argentina. Go Spain, just that personally speaking, at noon. We are going to have bright sunny skies, really comfortable conditions as well. But toward the end of the match, and if you're outside, you're celebrating, all of that, or going to any of the many other events around the area, it's going to be toasty. As for the cloud cover today, we have some of those clouds breaking up or even sticking around through the evening as well. We'll also get some low clouds, if not some fog, developing tomorrow morning, but more so the south Puget Sound region, then the southwest interior as well as the coast, but that will clear out as well. This is what I was talking about with some of the high clouds moving in on Monday, so giving us more filtered sunshine, but temperatures are still expected to climb well into the 80s, upper 70s, lower 80s. The coast, Quileute, Hoquiam near 75, Chehalis near 90, Puyallup near 90 as well, and east of the Cascades in the 90s, possibly flirting with that triple-digit mark. Even up in the mountains, it's going to be really, really hot, and that's just at 3,000 and 4,000 feet. As for Tuesday, once again, the hottest day for all of us from the coast, except the beaches. Of course, you see that green, that's indicating 60s instead of 70s and 80s and 90s. You see widespread 80s, even upper 80s to mid 90s for some of our hottest spots, but triple-digit heat east of the Cascades. Wednesday, this is when we'll start to get a little bit more in the way of that push on shore. So you see not as hot near the coast. Even through the strait, temperatures may start to dial back a little bit, but interior areas, as you well know, with our natural AC, so that onshore marine push, it takes a little bit of time for it to move over, say, the Central Sound, and especially the North Sound. So temperatures on Wednesday still kind of up in the air, but for now it looks similar, if not a few degrees cooler. But east of the Cascades, once again, 90s and triple digits. This is what I was talking about with how the forecast is a little uncertain later in the week. So I zoomed out. This is a European model showing you Wednesday. So we could have a system more so to the south of us, and then a system spinning over the Pacific. And as it lifts up to the north and along the west coast, we'll have to see if the ridge weakens enough for the system to move in. So the track is still to be determined, but models are hinting maybe a couple of showers or even cooler temperatures. So we'll have to wait and see. But that's just something and why our forecast uncertainty later in the week is still kind of iffy. But let's focus on the heat for now. Enjoy the cooler temperatures. I guess you could say cooler temperatures, relatively speaking, before things really start to heat up, which some of you may not think near 90 is hot, but keep in mind a lot of people do not have ways to keep cool here. And then we'll have 80s pretty much all week. Now, beyond the 7-day forecast, this always changes, but models are hinting that that weather pattern flips. So instead of 80s and 90s, we're looking at maybe seasonal temperatures, more so in the 70s and maybe some 80s out there. Remember, you can always find a very detailed forecast like this one on King 5 Plus, our YouTube page, king5.com, and our free King 5 app.